Hey, what's up, YouTube? JPS251979 coming through with a little follow-up video on my AR here. A little disclaimer, I'm using my cell phone, so it's probably going to be a crappy video. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me too well, but I'm pretty loud, so you should be able to hear me alright. Anyway, I'm just going to do a quick follow-up on my Frankenstein build here. Show you a couple things that I've upgraded to it, that kind of stuff. Anyway, I'll hop right in. Got a CMMG lower. Got it with the lower parts kit, with everything. Came with the mil spec grip here. I swapped it out for like a Mako style, a fab defense, you know, with a little compartment underneath. I stippled this up with my my soldering iron, give it some good grip. Got a nice register on there. Basically, if I run it all day and shoot a ton of ammo through it, it'll rip up your fingers. Arrow precision upper, which they're nice uppers. I like them. I found out they actually make a lot of the uppers for a lot of the name brand companies that are selling you $1,200 sporting rifles, ARs and shit. So they're solid. I think I picked it up for like $80, $70-80 stripped. Picked up the lower parts kit, the complete lower, all built and everything. I think I picked it up for like $269. Swapped out the trigger guard for a Magpul aluminum one. It's pretty burly, so I could probably drop it on there and it wouldn't break, or it might bend up. I don't know. It depends on how you dropped it and what it hit. But it's pretty burly. It's burly enough for me running around. Swapped out the mil spec, just regular buttstock, for a Blackhawk. I like it. The thing is, it wiggles a little bit, like all these buttstocks do, which drives me nuts. A couple of the features it has over the mil spec one. It's got a quick detach here, a couple different sling points you can mess with. The cheek well is a little bit bigger, a little bit more enhanced than just the stock, you know, run-of-the-mill buttstock that comes, the adjustable six position, whatever. But anyway, back to the wiggle. It drives me nuts. That's what that is. Look closely. You can't really see because it's light and my camera sucks. But anyway, it's just a little screw, man. You can use a dime. You could use a screwdriver, a car key. You could probably use a bullet casing if you fucking manned up on it with your fingers. And I just tightened it down a couple, you know, I just tapped it, put a little screw on the side. It grabs here. Look, you can see the marks where it grabs at each position. It just locks it into place. No wiggle, no muss, no fuss. Didn't have to go spend $100 on a Magpul CTR, the ones with the little clamps. Or a Roger Superstock, which the Superstocks are pretty sweet and I like how they look. But I picked this thing up for $25 shipped. I like the way it looks over a stock one. Works good for me. I also put a little bit of rubber padding here on the back just so it's not like sharp on my shoulder. I got this shit laying around in my garage. Let's put it on there. I'm a do-it-yourself kind of dude. What else we got here? Got the Yankee Hill quad rail. It's the diamond cut. It's kind of hard to see, but it's pretty sweet, man. I like it. It's definitely going to be heavier and like a modular, but I'm not a pussy, man. I'm a strong dude. I'm gonna whip shit around. It's not, my whole rifle is still light as can be. I'd say probably total with everything on it right now, I'd guess around 7 pounds. Got the Magpul angled foregrip here. I like this. At first it felt weird as shit. I used to have just the little vertical grip. Got one of those. Took a little while to get used to, but now I really like it, man. It gives me the freedom. I can still just hold it like a rifle. I can put my hand up on the top of it, kind of like 3-gun style with the wraparound thumb, or I could just pony up on it like that. There's a lot of different flexibility. If I got something where I'm resting, oops, sorry guys, sorry about my finger there. If I got something where I'm resting, say the end of the barrel and the fore end up on like a rest or something, I can still get my hand in nice tight right back in here on the magwell, which isn't a great way to shoot, but there's different situations where it works fine. Works good. Anyway, I picked that up for like $13, man. It's legit. I don't know. And it was a used one I got from a guy. It's not the PTS version. It's the regular version, which I heard there's not much of a difference between them anyway. But I got a used from a dude for like $13. I have a Melanite barrel on here, which is rated up to 100,000 rounds. You know, Melanite's supposed to be the shit. The nitride finish, whatever it's called. You know, there's a couple different. Salt nitride bath, Melanite. They got a couple different names for the coating. But basically, it's not a coating. They give it a salt bath. It changes the steel it actually changes the molecular component of the steel. It doesn't just put a coating on it. Therefore, It's going to be longer lasting, more durable, and more accurate than any kind of chrome lining you can get in there. Because chrome lining, you're still just putting the lining over your rifling. You know, it's going to take away a little bit from the accuracy. Melanite barrels, they're rated up to 100,000 rounds before they show any signs of wear. I mean, 100,000 rounds. I don't know how much money you got for ammo or how much reloading you do for yourself. It's going to take anybody besides Jerry Michalak a long time to shoot 100,000 rounds. I've been shooting the shit out of this gun, and I'm up to about 5,000. So, and I'm broke. Anyway, good barrel. Nice barrel. I want to say, I can't remember the company off the top of my head, but it's a reputable barrel maker. I actually picked that up a good deal. I want to say I won it on, no, it wasn't eBay. I got it somewhere online. I think I paid about 150 bucks shipped. So for a Melanite barrel, it's going to last that long. I'm more than happy with that. A little Yankee Hill Phantom muzzle brake. This thing works great. All my friends complain it's super loud when I'm shooting next to them. They're like, fuck, your gun is so loud. I tell them to deal with it. We're shooting guns. So it's cool when you're out shooting on the range. I don't think it was anything you'd want to have. Like if you're in some real life close quarter combat with your buddies, with anybody for that matter, they'd turn around and tell you to put a bird cage on that bitch. You'd probably have to take it off, you know, because it doesn't give you much flash hiding. It really doesn't. It's solid on the bottom here. Let's see if I turn it over for you. It's solid on the bottom here so you can lay prone. It doesn't kick up a bunch of shit. And it really does help with muzzle rise. I mean, I can get a follow-up shot down really quick with this. But everybody tells me, they're like, your gun is so freaking loud, dude. It is ridiculous. They're like, I can just feel the percussion on my face standing like 4 feet behind you. Which is weird because when I shoot it, I don't notice, man. It feels good. But people around me are like, that thing is burly. What's up with your gun? Anyway, it's like I think it's the 5C, like the Phantom 5CI or some shit like that. Anyway, it works good, man. Yeah, just watch out if you're shooting around people. They get sensitive. We got some arms, flip up, polymer sights, little iron sights. They're good. I like them. My issues with this front one, it is so freaking touchy, man. Like you can accidentally bump it, which it doesn't really matter. My scope on here is co-witness, so it's not a huge deal if it pops up. It's just kind of annoying for me. Like you just, I mean, I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm like petting it, and you just pet this thing, and it'll pop up. So I wish that one was a little more solid. The rear one's awesome. The rear one works great. It's just like, except for the one issue I do have with the rear one is if you just try to flip it up quick, bam, it flips down to this bigger aperture no matter what. A lot of times I like to shoot through the smaller hole. Not a huge deal, just a little thing. You know, I'm nitpicking. I'm trying to show you some of the stuff I have on my gun and what I think about it. They're solid for the money. I think they run around 90, 100 bucks, kind of like Magpul. I picked mine up on sale for 40 bucks, so I'm not mad about the issues. Red Dot, got a little TRS Trophy 25, Bushnell. There's been a million reviews done on these things. They're good sights, especially for the money. I picked this up with the high-rise mount, 70 bucks. If you guys remember the last time I did a review, I had a True Glow on here, I think. True Glow, it was like a 2x42 Red Dot. Worked pretty good, but just a little bit slower on the acquisition than say this is. This I can get in and out of this scope so fast. There's very little parallax. I can look at it through both eyes, one eye, however I want to rock it. It's accurate, very, very quick to acquire targets. Anyway, love it. Love it for 70 bucks, even more. What else? Moving right along. Oh, upgraded to a BCM Mod 4 charging handle. I mean, everybody's got one of these. They're fucking awesome. You can just yank it. You ain't got to worry about it, man. It's no problem. No muss, no fuss. Don't have to worry about it failing. Easy to grab, offhanded, right-handed. It doesn't really matter. Pretty badass. Everyone likes those. I picked it up for 40 bucks. That's about it. Oh, I upgraded to a nickel boron bolt carrier group and bolt. So basically I wanted to build this rifle so I could shoot all kinds of junky ammunition, anything I wanted to shoot through. A bulletproof, you know, like I said, the barrel lasts for 100,000 rounds. These nickel boron ones, they say you can run them bone dry and they'll continue to cycle, even though I always put either some COP or some M-Pro 7 gun oil on it, something like that to keep it nice and lubed up. I know ARs are supposed to be wet, but yeah, man, and that's about it. That's my Frankenstein AR. All in all, where it sits right now, I probably got with the upgraded bolt carrier group and shit because I didn't just buy those right out. So it's like buying 2 bolt carrier groups. I probably conservatively have got about $1,000 into this rifle just because I bought a lot of different parts and I have a lot of extra parts. I'm about halfway to another build just because I have another foregrip, I have another rail, I have another set of sights, I have another red dot, I have another grip, buttstock, all kinds of shit. I got extra bolt. I bought an extra bolt just because it's good to have an extra bolt. But so I mean, I probably, if I would have built it like this the first time, known what I wanted, went and sourced the parts out and did it like that, I probably could have done it for about $850 because I got some good deals. Like I said, this thing's usually about $120 with the mount, $70 shipped. Melanite barrels usually cost a little bit more than a standard phosphate barrel or even a discount chrome line barrel. And you know, I got it for $150. Can't beat that with a stick. You know, I search a lot of auction sites. I look for people selling shit. You know, so I got a lot of quality parts on here, but I didn't pay through the nose. I didn't pay retail for hardly any of it. Anyway, guys, that's my AR build. Just wanted to give a little update. Again, I'm up to about 5,000 rounds. I've shot everything from the junkiest steel to ammo, some good Black Hills, like match grade bullets, everything in between, some nice Hornadies. Shoot a lot of the M-ball, brown box shit. Basically all the cheap stuff I could find at Walmart. And, you know, done a couple little things like with the screw and stuff to tighten it up. You know, just little custom things to make it my own. But, yeah, and it's done nothing. It's done nothing but shoot bullets. It's flawless, man. You know, 5,000 rounds, not fail, and it's probably a little more than 5,000. I'm probably being conservative on that. But it's done nothing but shoot bullets. Not a failure to feed, extract, fire, nothing. Oh, last thing I almost forgot. I do have a little bit heavier buffer in here, just to kind of slow down the action to make sure I can cycle that steel nicely. I also upgraded to I think it's Safari Land, I don't know, but a one piece gas ring around the bolt. Not necessary. The little 3s work fine, but I just wanted to get the one piece because I heard with lower pressure ammo like steel, it helps out to make sure you can cycle reliably. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you got any questions, feel free to ask. You know, again, don't believe everything you read. A lot of people say ARs have problems if you Frankenstein build them. I don't believe that, man. You do the quality control yourself. Make sure you're buying quality parts. Do research on what parts go together and what parts don't. Get a headspace gap, little gap thing, like a no-go headspace kit. It's like $35 man. You make sure your parts work before you put it together, before you take it to the range. Have everything in place. I mean, you can get out of it depending on what you want. You want just like a stock carbine with some Magpul, you know, forend and MOE stuff. You can build one for $600-700 easily, and you know they sell them for $1,000, $1,200 all day. So, you know, just want to let you guys know my Frankenstein AR is running like a dream. Purrs like a kitten, shoots bullets. That's what it does. Anyway, have a good one. Be safe out there. Oh, I never showed you guys because I don't really care about all that shit. But here you go. My gun is safe. There's no bullets in it. I'm not a retard. I don't sit here and play with loaded guns. But even if I did, you shouldn't worry about it. It'd just be one less idiot on the planet, right? Be safe. Have fun. Take it easy.